Hey, what's going on? It's Claudia with Y100.7 here with Teo Ramdel from season 28 of The Voice. He is team Michael Bublé, or how he likes to say, Miguel Burbuja.
Miguel Burbuja.
How you doing,
See,
Teo?
I'm great. I'm so happy, excited to be here. Thank you for the invite. I'm so glad, and like many things are happening right now. So very excited.
Nice. All right, let's talk a little bit about your background from singing in church at the age of 7 to earning a four-chair turn. Teo is just filled with passion and culture and gratitude. And I say culture because he sang Luis Miguel in his blind audition in Spanish. And that I feel like as soon as you started speaking Spanish, Michael's like, yes.
It was incredible. Can sing in my native language. Because
Yeah.
um, Spanish is my native language, is my first language, and English is my second one. And I'm dyslexic. That's another fact to say. So it could be a really bit, it could be a little bit hard for me sometimes to express myself in English.
Yeah.
But can sing in Spanish. It was really important for me because I can express and share a little bit from my culture to US, and to the world, and
Yeah.
and and it was a pleasure, Ken, singing the voice stage, Historia de un Amor, from Luis Miguel. It was an honor to me, Ken, sing that song.
Yeah, of course. I mean, growing up between California and Tijuana, how did that mix of cultures also help shape you? Because you say like I'm Colombian, so yo nací en Bogotá, and I
Okay.
see that Spanish is your first language. Spanish is my first language, and sometimes we just think Spanish. So like to translate that, it's like, but like this feeling seems so much better in a Spanish song. Like,
Yeah, like I think it's interesting because I start to study in high school when I was like 17 years old. I was
Mhm.
in sophomore, I think, or junior. So I started to learn English when I was 17 years old. So
Wow.
I think it was a little bit older to learn, and it was really hard to change in my mind everything, like to change the expressions and everything. But it's really beautiful because I used to study in Chula Vista High School,
Yeah.
and a lot of Mexicans and Latinos over there. So it was like a study in Mexico, in Tijuana,
Yeah.
and it's awesome. Like can cross the border every morning and see my friends from Mexico.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. Tijuana and San Diego, it's are amazing.
I've been to San Diego and it's beautiful. And just being so close to in a whole other country and a whole different culture and way of being is really cool to grow up with that. How did that help shape the way that you interpret music and you share that with everybody?
It's technically it's can share, like this Mexican part to US, like this Mexican, like flavor, like to
Yeah.
US. And it's beautiful because basically my biggest reference are like Luis Miguel, in Mexico, like Juan Gabriel, Rocío Durcal, Rocío Jurado from Spain, and from here from US, of course, Michael Bublé. He's my huge reference. He's my icon, my idol, and it's interesting because it's a mix of everything,
Yeah. It's and being able to merge it and have that like be part of who you are and how you interpret the same like these songs like your own take in Luis Miguel was just Luis Miguel has his own way and Theo has his other way and it got you a four-chair turn. Tell me how that felt. Like it was just like one and then two and then by the end you're like I could see your face with that fourth one. You're like, "Yes."
The same face that I have right now. The same face that I have right now. It was unbelievable. It was surreal because that day it was my birthday. First of all,
Yeah.
it's first of all to say like it was my birthday. And I was surprised because like sometimes you can feel maybe like nervous about like, oh, maybe they don't gonna understand what I'm singing, But music don't have limits. Music don't have language. Music, it's like just one language, and that language, it's about like uh feel the music. I remember in that moment was Snoop, then it was Michael Bublé at the same time, like for seconds,
Yeah.
then Nile, and then Riva. It was incredible because it was the best gift ever.
Yeah, it's definitely a birthday that is going to be hard to top.
Yeah, my heart was like boom, 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 boom. It was like, mamá, ¿dónde estás? Por favor, quisiera que estuvieras aquí. Like it was really emotional. I feel that so emotional at that moment because like I don't know if you see the segment about like my a little bit my life. My
Yeah,
mom, she can move and she can stay with me and my sisters too because they take care of my mom. They was taking take care of my mom and with her, so they can stay with me in that moment. It was emotional in that moment, but my two best friends were with me, Bobby and Gio, was over there. So see the four cheers. Oh my god, I had goosebumps.
it does give you goosebumps. And you mentioned your mom because I did see the entire package and how she was such a big influence or is such a big influence in your life. How does she inspire the way that you like take that music? Because I could just imagine like Saturday morning, she's cranking up and you know that she's cranking up that salsa, that like Elvis Crespo thing, you gotta clean. But that same time you're like, I'm with my mop and everything, I'm like dancing and singing. Was that the way that like she's helped you grow up and love music?
You already say that the same thing, like my mom, she was the biggest reference in music because she's a singer too, my mom,
Nice.
and she sings so beautiful, like my sister sings too. It was like a singer's house, and all the time she pushed ourselves in arts and she puts ourselves in music. Like I remember when I started to sing in church, she supported me. I was 7 years old, like I started to sing in church choir, and it was incredible because she always support myself, like, to, oh yeah, Teo, you can do this. Oh, Teo, try to focus on this. She don't know too much about like techniques of music, but the feeling, like the feeling, the passion, like always she was guiding me in this path. So she was a biggest reference, and of course in my rights and my values, she's my role model to follow.
That's lovely. Dale, how did you share that with your mom? Because she wasn't there. And I could just imagine you calling her afterwards or your sisters. And then, like, when you see them in person and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I remember the first thing that I did. It was call her for FaceTime, and I was like, "Mom, mira dónde estoy, agarré cuatro sillas," and my mom, she feels so proud. She feels so happy for me.
Yeah.
I remember I drive to Tijuana because from LA to Tijuana are around like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half.
Yeah.
Traffic, a lot of traffic. For all the people who are looking at us, traffic in LA. But it was incredible that moment because can share with my family, with my sisters, this experience, and they are, maybe they don't stay there with me, but they stay with me in heart,
Yeah.
in energy, and love. So I told Michael Bublé, like, he told me like, your mom and your sisters, they're proud of you, and I say, totally, they're so proud of me. And it was a really good feeling. Can stay with them, with my best friend Galma in Tijuana, and can share this with them. It was insane. It was unbelievable.
It's gonna be an experience and moments that you're just gonna share forever. Like this is the coolest thing that happened. And yeah, you're right. Like when your loved ones are not close by, but you can feel it, and you're like, okay, I'm going in. Hey, this is just happening. Like the way that you just sense everybody's energy towards you, it's like te va a ir bien, todo va a estar bien, and then you're like, there's a calm in you that you're like, everything is good. she's not here, but everything is good.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, in a way, it's okay, this is how it was supposed to happen. But tell me, outside of music, I see you do a lot of photography and social media marketing. Tell me how that is, like, now going into with music and how you're gonna unite these 2 things because it's gonna be a powerhouse there, Theo.
You know, first of all, at me and my team, we work a lot, like to say, like, okay, we need to figure out because we don't have pictures. We need to start to post pictures and things. You know, like people wants to know who I am,
Yeah,
so we like to know who I am. So I try to start to prepare, you know, like my social media a little bit, you know, because it's really hard, you know, like when you are I used to sing in different places like Lechonson, that's my residence place in Glendale, and Santa Monica Pier, you know, like different places. But I think it was about to prepare like a few months ago, like to start to create my profile and everything, my music, you
yeah,
know, but it's really cool, you know, like we have a like a platform to create like videos and pictures. His name is Stainova, and we have everything like lights, cameras, and everything, and it's super fun, you know. Gio, my best friend, he technically he taking me pictures, and he told me like put like this, and I was like so lander mood, like, you know. But it's really cool, you know, like it's part of this, like this moment. And right now, for example, all the people start to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and it's really cool, like have something to share with them, you know, like maybe
yeah.
pictures or maybe some videos singing, you know, like my song like Siempre Together, you know, that I use this jacket for that. This is the second time that I'm use this jacket.
Nice.
And technically it's like super fun, can share with them a little bit of me, you know.
Yeah, and talking about a little sharing a little bit of you, what can we expect or what are you channeling for the battles? Because then it's gonna be a whole other sharing the stage, and it's the song that Michael picks, and how are we putting our heads into this now? Like, let me switch. I don't know what he's gonna throw at me, but you know he's gonna coach you in the best way possible.
Yeah, you know, it's technically I'm expected about it, you know, like I want to give my all, you know, like usually always when I sing with all my heart, and I try to share my spirit and my soul through my voice, you know.
Mhm.
I'm to be honest, I'm expected to that. You know, like I don't know who gonna be my battle partner, but it gonna be awesome because all of them are incredible. You know, all the
Yeah.
singers and the boys are amazing, are incredible. It's a big privilege can sing next to them because it's a huge, you know, like it's yo me pongo a ver y digo como wow, like en qué me metí, sabes, en qué me metí.
Sí.
But it's incredible, you know, like I don't know what's gonna happen right now, but I'm gonna give my all, like always I did, you know. I do, you know.
Yeah, just pour your heart out there. All right, I'm gonna do 3 rapid fire questions, okay?
Yes.
Your favorite song to sing in the shower?
My favorite song to sing in the shower. Oh, that's a hard one. Abrázame muy fuerte, Juan Gabriel.
Ah, I love it. Okay. Coffee before or after a show?
Uh, that's a hard one. You know, like all time. I'm drink coffee all the time. Like
I
I'm
just
really
saw you drinking coffee. Cafecito for life.
cafecito for life. Yeah,
And if your voice had a flavor, what would it taste like?
it's spicy.
Spicy. Love it. Thank you so much for joining us, Dale. And we
Thank
wish you
you.
the best in the rest of your journey for the voice. Best vibes to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the invitation, and I wish you an incredible day and
Thank you.
kisses.